I think investors going into this call tonight are kind of shivering to see which Musk shows up. Odds are that he's going to pull it together. But the way I weigh in on this is what happened last quarter on the conference call was unacceptable. Pete, I love you, but I think that just crossed the line there. And then obviously it progressed from that point. The part that gets missed in this whole question about Elon Musk and how he behaves is this company is very different than a typical company. Elon Musk uses a referral network, his personality, to drive sales. You don't see commercials for Tesla, for example. And separately is he has to win over investors in order to keep funding this story. And I think there's an important subpoint to tonight's results when they talk about financing that debt for the Chinese, for this Shanghai factory. That is a sign that he still has confidence. But I think this is a really important topic, and we are going to be acutely listening to his behavior on the call tonight.
Hey, Gene, I got a quick question for you just to go back a little bit with you on that. You say he has to win over investors. I think he's won over the true investors. He's just a guy who's not really willing to go in front of the analysts, and he's willing to actually combat with them when they come back and forth with him. I'm not saying what he did was absolutely right. I don't think that. I don't believe that. But it seems to me like he is a guy who's talking to the folks that want to buy their stock and want to own that stock. And those guys have done very, very well, because when you look at the metrics over the last multiple years, the metrics really haven't changed a whole heck of a lot. Matter of fact, they've gotten worse. And yet these guys have continued to be wrong, many of them that haven't analyzed this stock the way that a lot of us have, you particularly, because you've talked about this being a tech stock first that actually builds into the hardware side of it being the cars, right?
Yeah, we're definitely believers in this story. It's a wonderful mission, the mission to accelerate the globe's adoption of renewable energy. It's not about making a great car. That gets lost in some of this noise. And my just kind of final thought on his behavior last quarter, it was bizarre. And I think that he could have done it in a more measured way.
All right, Gene, we'll be back with you shortly. Stay near the phone. I'll give you the last word. From a former analyst himself, and a notable one at that.
I think at this point we've reached peak pessimism in Tesla. Can you imagine it being any more negative than it is right now?
It's always had massive short interest.
I think because even guys after that analyst call, guys that were on the fence about it came out against it, and you saw the stock price suffer. So I think people have gotten a little long in the tooth on the negativity. We're starting to see a better Elon Musk, and I think we'll see a better one on the call tonight. And I do believe that the stock can ratchet substantially higher from here.